Kristen, thank you. Developing right now a new push to make Puerto Rico the nation's 51st state. Congressman Darren Soto says it's all about respecting democracy. And he's joining us live this morning to talk about that with us this morning. Good morning, sir. Good to see you.
Thanks for having me, Amy.
So what is the idea behind your bill?
Well, first, the bill would simply admit Puerto Rico as a state finally. First, it's about democracy. We've had 2 elections where a majority of Americans there agreed to be a state. Second, it's about equality. We're also pushing for D.C. statehood, and the folks in Puerto Rico should be treated equally. And third, the current colonial status just isn't working. We saw the tragic recovery in Hurricane Maria and the Promesa bill dealing with the debts, and they would really be served better to have 2 U.S. senators and 4 representatives in Washington helping work on a lot of these issues.
So, Darren, your bill would essentially turn Puerto Rico into a state without the actual need for Puerto Ricans to vote on this. Is this something that they actually desire there?
So there have already been 2 elections. There was an election just in 2017 that I observed along with Republican Representative Don Young, and we submitted a report to Congress. So there's already been 2 votes. So to say that it would be without a vote would be ignoring the fact that there's been 2 elections already over the last couple of years. And it's just Congress's lack of action that's really been the problem.
Why do you think now is the right time? Because based on how things have been going right now with Puerto Rico's governor and the president, my guess is that the president would veto it. So why do you feel now is the right time to put this out there?
Well, as Fox 35 has covered, you know, if you look at the horror that was Hurricane Maria and the lack of recovery, and if you look at the terrible cuts that are happening, now is the time because the need is there, and you got to start somewhere. You know, we have a new Democratic House majority that looks to be potentially supportive of this, so it could come out of the House, and we may have some support in the Senate. Whether or not Trump vetoes it, you know, this is there'll be a presidential election within the next 2 years, and he'll either do the right thing or the American people will be able to judge.
All right. Well, Darren Soto, we always appreciate getting a chance to talk to you. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.